or electromagnetic waves. Okay, so let's start with our topic. What do you mean by electromagnetic waves? Students, whenever a charged particle moves under acceleration, then alternating electric field and magnetic fields are produced and transmitted. So here by the means of a diagram I have tried to explain the sentence. See, along this x-axis the charged particle is moving under the acceleration. Now when a charged particle is moving, then alternating electric field and magnetic fields are produced which are perpendicular to each other. If magnetic field is this, then electric field it is perpendicular to it. So here first see this diagram. If along the x-axis the particle is moving, then there will be magnetic field produced along the y-axis and electric field is produced along the z-axis. So all three of them are mutually perpendicular to each other. So what we are saying, whenever a charged particle moves under acceleration, then alternating magnetic field and electric fields are produced and transmitted, and it is passed in the form of waves, and this is called as electromagnetic waves or electromagnetic radiations. In this, electric field and magnetic field, they are mutually perpendicular to each other as well as to the direction of the propagation of the wave. Okay, now James Clerk Maxwell, he was the scientist who for the first time in 19th century in 1864 gave and explained the nature of electromagnetic radiations. Before this discovery or before the study of the nature of electromagnetic radiations, it was believed that that Newton said that light is following the corpuscular nature. That means light is made up of particles. So Newton said about the corpuscular nature of the light, and it was the first time James Maxwell he proposed the wave nature of light. Okay, now what more he said, light is a form of electromagnetic radiation. Electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. You can see that the red color it is used to show the magnetic field, black color it is used to show the electric field, and both of them are perpendicular to each other. You can think that this electric field is coming in the plane out of the board and this is perpendicular. So they both are perpendicular to each other, and as well as this is the direction of the propagation of wave as I have told you earlier. So all the both of the fields they are perpendicular to this direction of the propagation of wave. So the third point, electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other as well as to the direction of propagation of waves. Propagation means movement of the wave, how the wave moves. Next point, it do not require any medium. A very important point, that electromagnetic radiations do not require any medium for their propagation. And the next point, travel with the speed of 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. That means what is the speed of light? It is also 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, because we had already said light is a form of electromagnetic radiations. Is it clear, students? Now we are going to study one important term, electromagnetic spectrum. क्या मतलब है? What do you mean by electromagnetic spectrum? Arrangement of different types of electromagnetic radiations in the order of increasing. I have written it in the way upward arrow, increasing wavelength or decreasing frequency. Means we had arranged different electromagnetic radiations in such a way that they are following one order. Order means उनकी wavelengths जो है वो तो बढ़ रही है और जो frequency है वो क्या हो रही है? Decrease हो रही है. Let's go through that, and this is called as electromagnetic spectrum. Let's go through it. First, cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, UV rays, visible rays, infrared rays, microwaves, waves, the wavelength is increasing. As you can see here, I had written wavelength in meters. 10 to the power minus 16 meter, and here it is 10 to the power 0. So what we are saying, wavelength is increasing. And if you will see the frequency in hertz, I had written here frequency in hertz. The frequency of the gamma rays 10 to the power 22, and the frequency of radio waves, it is 10 to the power 6 hertz. Okay, so what we are saying, जैसे जैसे हम राइट हैंड साइड की तरफ मूव कर रहे हैं, वेवलेंथ तो क्या हो रही है, इंक्रीज, एंड फ्रीक्वेंसी हो रही है हमारी डिक्रीज. एंड स्टूडेंट्स, frequency is also proportional to the energy. More the frequency, higher will be the energy. So out of these rays, you can easily tell me that cosmic rays or radio waves, which are more energetic? Yes, it is cosmic rays, because here the frequency is maximum, and as you are moving this side, the frequency is decreasing. So radio waves, they are having the least energy. Cosmic rays, they are having the higher energy. Students, you should remember the sequence: cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, then ultraviolet rays, visible, infrared, microwaves, and the radio waves. If we talk about the radio waves, this region, it is used for broadcasting the messages and all that. Microwaves, it is used for radars. Infrared, it is used for heating purpose. Visible region, it is the portion of the light that only our eyes can detect. Okay, eyes can see. Then ultraviolet rays, then this is the region, this is one of the component of the sun's rays. So in that way you can find out the different types of electromagnetic radiations. You can arrange them in an order, and this is called as electromagnetic spectrum. Is it clear? Now, visible regions. Students, here one more thing which I have not written here. When we are talking about the visible region, then the visible region is made up of vapour. Okay, and violet, it will be lying at this end, which is of higher frequency, and red, it is of higher wavelength. So it will be lying at the right hand side, and the violet region, it will be lying at the left hand side, because it is having the lesser wavelength but higher frequency, and their wavelength will be more and their wavelength will be lesser. Okay, now there are some characteristics which are associated with these electromagnetic radiations. As you have studied in junior classes, what are the characteristics of waves? The same, they are applicable over here. So let's go through them. What is wavelength? If you talk about a wave, students, इसको मैंने अगर एक simplified form wave का बना दिया है, this is a wave. Okay, now what is the characteristic features of the different characteristic features associated with the wave? First, wavelength. हम wavelength किसको बोलते हैं? This is the crest and this is the trough. Okay, so between two consecutive crests, the distance between two consecutive crests or the trough is called as the wavelength. I had written here, it is denoted by lambda. Distance between two consecutive crests or trough, that is called as wavelength. And wavelength, as it is indicating, it is a distance, it is measured in nanometer or angstrom, or it is measured in picometer or femtometer. I think you must be knowing nanometer. 1 nanometer is equals to 10 to the power minus 9 meter. 1 angstrom is equals to 10 to the power minus 10 meter. 1 picometer is equals to 10 to the power minus 12 meter. 1 femtometer is equals to 10 to the power minus 15 meter. So likewise, whenever in the questions it is asked, you have in the related to the numericals, you have to give your answers in the meters. Okay, it will always be given in various units, but always you have to give your answers in the meters. And what is the representation of the wavelength? Lambda. Fine. Now the next one, frequency. It is represented by nu. It is represented by a symbol nu. What do you mean by frequency? Number of oscillations per second. एक सेकेंड में कितने oscillations हो रहे हैं? And what do you mean by oscillations, student? One complete cycle. If a body or if any charged particle starts moving, चार्ज नहीं भी है, सपोज आप एक पेंडुलम की बात करते हो, व्हेन यू आर स्टडीइंग फिजिक्स, तो आपने क्या कहा था? पेंडुलम व्हेन इट गोज वन साइड This is the mean position. It goes one side, then it comes to back to the mean position, then goes to another side, and then come back to the mean position. So it has completed one cycle. This is called as one complete oscillation or one complete cycle. So number of oscillations per second. In 1 second, how many oscillations have been made? It will be termed as its frequency. Or you can also say number of waves pass through a point in 1 second. एक सेकेंड में कितनी वेव्स पास हो रही है एक पॉइंट से, that is also referred to as the frequency. And students, frequency निकालने का एक फॉर्मूला है, frequency is equals to c by lambda. ये फॉर्मूला बहुत यूज आने वाला है स्टूडेंट्स. c की वैल्यू हमें पता है. व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ c? वेलोसिटी ऑफ लाइट, एंड दैट इज 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. And you can find out the value of frequency by this formula. Either of the two terms will be given. What is the unit of frequency? It is either hertz or it will be second inverse. Okay, so the unit it is hertz or second inverse, and what is the representation? Nu. And what do you mean by frequency? Number of oscillations per second. So these are the two terms, wavelength and frequency. Now the third term, wave number. It is represented by nu बनाएंगे हम symbol and a bar. So nu bar is a symbol that number of waves per centimeter. 1 सेंटीमीटर में कितनी वेव्स प्रेजेंट है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज वेव नंबर, और द नंबर ऑफ वेव्स प्रेजेंट इन यूनिट लेंथ एट एनी टाइम, इट इज कॉल्ड एज वेव नंबर. स्टूडेंट्स, वेव नंबर, इफ यू आर बीइंग आस्क्ड टू कैलकुलेट द वेव नंबर, द फॉर्मूला इट इज वेव नंबर निकालने के लिए 1 by lambda. आपको lambda की वैल्यू गिवन होगी. जस्ट कैलकुलेट द रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ दैट वैल्यू एंड यू विल गेट द वेव नंबर. ओके, देन velocity. Velocity it is c, distance covered by wave in 1 second, as you are doing in general. Speed is equal to distance upon time, and if the time is taken is equal to 1 second, then it will be equal to that distance covered. So what is velocity we are defining? It is the distance covered by the wave in 1 second. It will be termed as velocity. Now you can very well tell me what is amplitude. Amplitude हम कैसे define करते हैं wave motion के अंदर? See here, the wave motion I represented here like this. Now if the particle it is at the mean position, first it goes to the maximum distance to one side, then it again come back to the original position, then it goes to the opposite side maximum distance, and then it again come back to the mean position. So we had already discussed, this is the one complete wave, one complete oscillation, और ये जो maximum distance travel करेगा towards one side, that is called as amplitude. Here I had mentioned this is the amplitude. So the maximum distance travel to towards one side, it is called as amplitude, or more exactly we can say amplitude. It determines the strength or brightness or the intensity of the radiation. जितने ज़्यादा एम्पलीट्यूड होगा उतना ज़्यादा इंटेंसिटी होगा किसी भी रेडिएशन का. सो ब्राइटनेस और द इंटेंसिटी इट इज द क्राइटेरिया फॉर द एम्पलीट्यूड, और एम्पलीट्यूड इज द क्राइटेरिया फॉर द इंटेंसिटी और द ब्राइटनेस ऑफ द waves. Is it clear? Now the last term which we have to discuss, that is the time period. Time taken by the wave to complete one cycle. I guess you all must be knowing what is one cycle. So the time taken to cover that one cycle, it is called as time period, and it is denoted by capital T. And there is a formula how you will calculate. Capital T is equals to 1 by nu. It is equals to 1 by nu. If you know the frequency, you can easily calculate the time, and you all know the unit for the time, it is second, and for the this frequency it was second inverse because of this formula. Okay, now suppose I gave you in the question, I gave you the value of the wavelength and I asked you the time period. So what you will do, first you will use this formula. Wavelength is given, you will calculate the value of C, calculate the value of frequency applied in this formula, and then calculate the calculate the time period. Okay students, so here we had discussed about the